That's a nice question.
I tell you what, I'll...
Like, I don't know, maybe a Scottish cat say meow, and then English cat say meow.
An Italian cat say meow.
From the beginning.
Hit it, boys.
When you're doing a plank, does your body start to vibrate?
A little bit.
Yeah, okay. Well, mine's vibrating, mate, at the moment. Okay. Go!
2-0.
Back in Monaco again for another cafe ride. When we arrived yesterday, the weather was absolutely gorgeous. Blue sky and sunshine. And today, well, it's the complete opposite. Pouring down the rain, cold, and I tell you, this wasn't in the running order. It just wasn't included, was it?
No, it's not like it's just wrong.
Yeah. But we will move on undeterred because this cafe ride is with none other than Matteo Trentin, former European champion. He's won stages of every single Grand Tour. He's a lovely fellow, and he's one of the most respected riders in the peloton. And I think he lives around here somewhere. Oh, there's a train. Trentin. We're in. Hey man, stay there, stay there. There he is. There's the man. How are you, mate? Good to see you, mate.
Good to see you.
Yeah, likewise, thank you for these interesting weather.
Yeah, but it's like raining in the desert, no?
Yes.
They say it's 300 days a year sunny. So you get so lucky to have rain.
Yeah, I see. Okay, we'll look at it as a positive.
Yeah,
okay.
Positive.
Good stuff. Oh, mate, European champion medal.
Yeah.
I like that hanging it on the telly.
Yeah, actually, it's
nice.
So it gives you some cinema thing. You know, the cinema normally has a square. So that gives you cinema thing, one here and one here.
So it's a nice balance. So,
yeah.
What a podium though, mate. Wout van Aert, Mathieu.
Yeah.
You.
You know, I'm just waiting to retire to pop that picture every time there's a European.
Not many people have stood on a podium in front of those two guys, mate.
No. They were still young. I was young as well. But yeah, once in a lifetime, I got the better of them. Born in the same day, so it was done. No, you know, finished there.
Brilliant.
Fine.
Some of your best results in the big championships have been in, Glasgow, and then you've got Harrogate.
Yeah. Actually, born in the UK, by the way.
You were born in the UK?
No, both in the UK.
Oh, both in the UK. Yes,
Yeah,
sorry.
No.
So that was Wikipedia did not say you were born in the UK, but this is Harrogate World Championships.
Yep.
We were all of us pretty much in this room were there watching. I know you were disappointed, but still.
But you get over that, and at the end you find out the best guy won that day. So I think whoever won that day could be and would be the best guy because the day was like today, but for 6.5 hours. Anyway, it's a good souvenir.
It is a nice souvenir, especially I've never seen a World Championships medal hung on a television. I like it. Are you guys fond of art as well? There's some nice pieces knocking about.
Yeah, this one, actually I bought it like a few years ago, and I just got taken away by this one.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's super nice. Give you some calm. It's a Chinese artist. I just bought it straight away. Then it's hanging here for 8 years already.
It's really lovely.
Yeah.
It's really. I can see why you're attracted to it first off.
Yeah. So kitchen, pretty simple, basic. You see, here we have like
proper old school. Yeah.
Mocha for when I'm not really tired, and mocha when I'm really tired. You want the mocha for not really tired?
What would you recommend? Because I'm.
Depends how much coffee you can handle.
I'm not really. Let's do the normal one.
Let's do a small
Yeah,
one.
because let's do the small one. So
this is actually the typical Italian stuff. So you see, this is the filter, full of coffee I did this morning. Yeah. You throw the old coffee away, wash it, not too much because like proper old school, old guys in Italy say if you wash it too much then it smells like soap.
So you need a little bit.
There are some people that never wash the mocha ever. Yeah, this is a nice.
This is really nice. No handle.
No.
I've never seen an espresso cup without a handle.
No,
I've never seen it.
We actually like them a lot.
Okay.
It's less stuff that you don't need.
And it's also good for left-handed people as well.
Yeah, because also Then if you have too much handles, it comes like this.
Okay. Cheers, Matteo. Thanks for showing us around, mate. That's nice. That's a nice,
it's a different.
nice brew.
It's a different brew. It's like heavier than the filter one, but still softer than an espresso
It's
from
like
the machine.
it's really nice. Again, left and right hand without any problems.
I'm left-hander, so I know the problem from when you get to the coffee, because like when you go to the bar, the logo of the cup is always printed for the right-hand people.
Exactly, yeah.
So when you are left-hand, you feel like shit because you see nothing.
Yeah.
You feel like you're kind of
an outcast,
like a cheap one, a cheap guy. You got a cheap cup. Then my room is pretty busy because I'm doing altitude 10 at the moment.
An altitude tent. Oh wow, right, okay. How many meters are you sleeping at the moment then?
At the moment I'm at between 1,800 and 1,900 because I'm gonna go to Tenerife in 10 days time now. You can put it on, maybe there's more light. If you do it at home before, I can skip the adaptation time when I go to altitude and I can go straight into...
And you can spend a bit more time with your family by doing that as well. It's important
also,
as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I can do a week less in the altitude with the team, even if I love you guys, but I love more to stay home. And also you can skip adaptation, which is pretty cool. So you get down there, you can, from day one, you can go.
If I went in there for 5 minutes, do you think it would give me some form for when we do go riding?
I heard, like, I read the study, you need to get in, but upside down.
Upside down?
Yeah.
Okay, so I go in and then stand on my head.
Yeah, then it's double.
Okay.
Oh,
just
try.
Okay. Oh, I love the sound of a zip. It reminds me of camping. Oh. Wow. Yeah, bloody, do you know what? Yeah, I'd probably do 5 minutes of this. I've gone a bit funny. Bloody hell. Do you do a lot of like core work these days?
Yeah, like elastic band.
Okay, I've got several core exercises that I really like. I'm a really big fan of planks.
Yeah, planks is fine.
Are you good at planks?
I don't know.
You
tell me.
Should we
We can make a plank.
Should we do a face-to-face plank?
Yes. Sir.
So basically, if you get comfortable.
We got a nice exercise.
Yeah,
in
I'm just gonna. Right, let's do this, mate. So let's just.
As you can see, you went closer to the band.
Oh no, I've got this. Okay, ready. So one of you guys, and just.
When they say go, you need to grab it.
Yeah.
First to grab, win.
Okay, right. Let's just have maybe 30 seconds of just planking first. Just get the tension going.
Just start the chrono. You have a chrono.
Yeah, I've got. Do you know I'm wearing a Tudor chrono? Yeah. You know when you're doing a plank, does your body start to vibrate?
A little bit.
Yeah. Okay. Well, mine's vibrating, mate, at the moment.
Go.
Okay. Okay.
1-0.
1-0. 1-0. So it's early days. Oh. Okay.
Go. 2-0.
I'm trying to see if you're vibrating or not, mate. I'm really vibrating. I've got a bit of a bead on as well. Right.
Go.
Oh!
3-0. I go.
Oh, God, we power. Well, it was close, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was close.
Second one was very close.
Yeah, it was really close.
We were not prepared to really pull
in
the right way.
Yeah. I fancy just showing you some nice Assos kit, a bit of a fashion show.
Okay.
Would you mind curating it for me?
Yeah.
Because I'm going to be riding in that when we eventually go for a ride, when the weather's slightly better. But I'm going to put some kit on, if you wouldn't mind sort of narrating.
Of course.
In your best TV presenter style.
I
believe your wife was a former TV presenter.
Yeah, she was.
Do you learn from her the skills?
I tried.
Yeah?
I tried. Let's see if she teach me good.
Okay, well let's get some kit on.
Good. So today we have met, ready for this ride in Côte d'Azur, where we have 300 days of sun per year, and today is raining. So Oakley Aero 5 race helmet with Verocato sunglasses in Tudor Pro Cycling Team 2025 colors. Then straight from the catwalk of Milan, his jersey is fetching an Assos Equipe R S11 in Stella Lavender, paired with Equipe R Bib Short S11 in Secret Blue. He's completing the look with Assos Springfall arm and leg warmers and likes to layer with a fashionable. Why you put all this really hard to say English word to me? Miele GT Wind Vest C2 in foundation green. Turn around. Beautiful. If you can't see all of this, it's because it's raining and he's wearing all over this beautiful clothing the Assos Equipe SS RS rain jacket Targas Lotion. And no outfit is complete without the washout ride shoes. But you can see them because they are hidden by washout spring fold booties. Last but not least, Matt wants to see the hour every time. So he's wearing a Tudor Pelagos FXD Chrono, which he can also see the time of riding by clicking the up button and stopping the up button. Okay, you just ride 3 seconds. Then Matt, and you can, oh no, sorry Matt, this is for you.
me. Well
That's for
done,
you,
by
that's
the way,
for
it's
you.
really
Yeah?
good. You're
Okay, don't
cracking,
worry,
actually.
don't worry.
Right, Matt, okay. And you can get it all at Sigma Sports, except the watch.
Hold it.
It's looking a bit grim, mate. I mean, what do you reckon? I mean...
I know you're from England, so for you this is kind of summer holidays, but yeah, for me not.
Should we go straight to the calf?
Good idea.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Let's do it. You've been in so many different, well, not, I mean, you're 35?
36 this year.
36 this year.
Getting old.
Getting, well, I don't know, you're kind of maturing.
Aging,
aging
aging
like
like
a,
cheese.
Like a fine, like a fine,
Like a Parmigiano.
like a Parmigiano. This will be year 2 with Tudor.
Yep.
You spent time with UAE, spent time with Mitchelton Scott, 7 years with Quickstep. So what's the culture like at Tudor? To explain what that feels like for you, having experienced so many different teams, so many different attitudes, different management styles.
Probably the team that was more like similar to what is Tudor now was when I was in Mitchelton.
Okay.
Where they were a kind of you have the pyramid, of course, where the management sit on the top and you go down by the importance of what you do inside the team. But at the same time, there is a linear communication between the top guys, the athletes, the staff. So, well, and I say to the team meeting, to a lot of media who were present there, what you see now with Rafi, with the CEO, with Fabian, which is actually the team owner, talking to us, like sitting on the table, you are the owner, I'm the rider. Yeah. So basically, you are my boss.
Yep.
But they speak to us directly. They speak to us, they don't go through emails or this kind of stuff, they don't need. And that's something that happened in Mitchelton as well, where Jerry Ryan was the
quite hands-on.
The big business guy. But every occasion he sit in the bus with us.
Yeah.
He doesn't go in his private chauffeur car.
Yeah.
And that's a way where you connect to the bottom of your organization. And especially with Tudor, it's a growing team. It's completely new. 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, it didn't exist. And they know where they want to go. They have a timeline, they have a project, and they have like a vision. And compared to all the team it was before, you see these happening.
Yeah.
Because all the other teams it was before, they were already there. Everything is done. The situation is there. The organization was basically done and dusted. And you just have to do your job. You just have to pedal. But here is more like you have to do your job as a cyclist, but as well you need to put input in the team to make it better in a certain department, and to need to be proactive.
Yeah, one of our first cafe rides we did with Fabian, and he took it. It was a lot of fun. Went to his office, and I remember him talking about wanting to set a team up. And then the following year, I spoke to Fabian at the Rouleau Live event, and he was saying, "Yeah, we're pulling the team together." But to see that go step, and to see the team now, with yourself there, with Alaphilippe.
This is super cool because, as I said before, like I was in teams where I come in, everything was setting up. You know, like the organization, the process, the protocols, the way they do the things. You can change a little bit, you can improve things.
Yeah.
But we're talking just a little bit, and here is everything has to build up.
Yeah,
Imagine last year was the first time we did a Grand Tour.
Yeah.
And if from the riders there were, let's say more than half of the team did the Grand Tour, for the staff it was half of the team. It's a really cool stuff to see these young kids getting into the, let's say, big boys world.
Yeah.
And experience that. And the team grows again, attract people who want to be part of this project, who want to be part of this journey. And not only riders, I speak about staff and back office. And it's slowly getting bigger. Being there, waiting for a Tour de France wildcard, for a Giro wildcard again, for the whole classic season wildcard, it's pretty big.
I've just got this little biscuit out. It's a Conti cycling team called Saint Michel, and they've also got a women's team as well. I was at the Tour de France Femme, edition number 2, walking around the team cars, and there was a time trial, and there was a TT bike, and the disc wheel was a giant biscuit.
That was nice.
It was really good. So it's like a bit. It's just. I thought just a giant cookie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Do you want a half?
think,
Do you want half?
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
mate.
yes,
Oh,
please.
go on, I'll give you a
I
big
take
bit.
it as
Say the
small
big-
half.
that little bit.
I can never ride with that team because then they're gonna pay me in biscuits and they're gonna be bankrupt.
I was gonna. You obviously ride for Tudor, and you also get paid in cash. I understand.
Yeah.
You know, and watches potentially. But if let's say Fabian gave you a ring and you're at home, sat about, and Fabian gives you a call and says, "Matteo, you're right, mate." You said, "Yeah, what's up? What's up, Fabian?" He says, "Running a bit low on cash flow, but any food product we can give you in payment. What would you choose?"
Cheese.
Cheese. You get paid in cheese.
Yeah, but then on the deal is like my performance doesn't count anymore
Oh, yeah.
because I love cheese, but
It's not going to.
it's not
Cycling
gonna
and
have-
cheese
yeah.
in only moderation, I guess.
Yeah.
So would you have a variety of cheeses, or would you just go for like mozzarella or something? What would you
Everything.
do? All the cheese.
All the cheese.
A giant
The
platter.
most aged, so more like let's say picante, spicy,
Yep.
the better. For me, I really love it. When I won a stage in Tour of Britain, one of the prizes was blue cheese.
Oh, Stilton.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, it was like a big piece of blue cheese like this.
Yeah.
That was actually on top.
It's
Very good.
Say that Fabian took it a step further. So you got paid in cheese, and he said, "Look, there's a global carbon fibre shortage, and you're our cheese expert, and we've only got cheese to make the bike out of. What cheese do you think you could possibly, at least get a prototype up and running?"
We are a Swiss team, so Gruyere.
Okay, yeah, like a holy
Yeah, with
bike.
some holes here and there to make it more light.
How would you classify yourself as a rider? Because going back through your results, in the early days, it's more like you're a bunch sprinter. You like bunch sprint, and then it was winning from hilly breakaways, then winning on your own. You're exceptionally versatile. So for 2025, how would you class yourself as a rider?
I always say I'm good in everything, but not really strong in anything.
Right. Okay.
So I can be there in a lot of races, which is cool. Then of course I probably lack the proper super peak in one of these speciality, if you can call it like this. But that's helped me through the years to being there in different occasions, so having more possibility to win a race or to being there and being consistent through the whole year.
Have you had to change the way that you train to adapt to the way things, or
Yeah.
a little bit? Because it is. I mean, we talk about fueling. That's changed the amount of carbs that all you guys. But have you had to adapt to the new demands?
Let's say
a
the
little
new
bit?
demand is like more races are more hard.
Okay.
So let's say the general altitude meters or the general climbing day you have in a race is higher.
Yeah.
If you think about in the past, okay, I even didn't see this era, but in the past you got Tirreno and Paris was actually a classic guy race.
Yeah.
And now if you see like a World Tour level, in a week stage race,
GC,
there is
yeah.
only Bing Bang Tour. Not even Tour of Poland
Yeah,
anymore. In the past was even Tour of Poland. If you are a classic guy like me,
Maybe
you can
Tour
win.
of Belgium. That's it.
No, I mean World Tour level.
Sorry, World Tour. Yeah.
World Tour level, you have only Bing Bang. That's it.
Yeah.
Because you start down under, you have this climb, which if you are really, really, really good, like doing a Dar Olympe, okay.
It's more the
then you can
puncher
do it.
GC guys
Yeah.
now, though, isn't it? Yeah.
And then you come Tirreno, Paris, not Catalonia, not UAE, not Basque Country, not
Yeah.
Poland, not.
Yeah.
And then you have Bing Bang.
Yeah.
This is the only one that a classic rider can win.
Yeah.
So, I mean, cycling changed in this kind of direction. So, I go to Paris, but then, welcome to Nice.
Yeah.
We climb 2 times 1,500, 1,600 meters. So, you need to get over that. You go to the Giro as well. So, and even a sprinter. Now, we consider a sprint stage a 2,000 plus meter climbing.
Yeah.
In the past, it wasn't like this.
It's crazy, isn't it? It's changed.
So, even the sprinters has to climb.
Yeah. When you look back over your career, and you've still got a few years left, but when you look back, what's the moment in your career that maybe gives you the most satisfaction?
It's probably the European. Not only because I won it, but because I was coming from a really bad injury. Actually, the worst injury I ever got. I broke my spine in Roubaix in April.
Yeah. Wow.
And still, as rider, you're there crying for a day, and then the day after you're already thinking, when am I gonna come back? And my manager was there with me at the hospital, and we were thinking about already, after 2 days, I was already, okay, what's the most feasible goal I can set at the moment? And I say, the European is feasible. It's 4 months away, you have a month now to get out from this, 1 month to get back to normal, and 2 months to really get in shape. And at the end you get there and you win. Then the podium was pretty nice as well.
Yeah.
Not many guys still know. These two kids, they were still kids at the moment. They were like 21, 22 or something. So nobody really knew who they were except for people like me that follow cyclocross.
We knew that if you know, you know. Everybody wanted them to ride on the road. They thought these are just superstars, but that's still...
You know, they were already superstars in cyclocross.
Yeah.
So you know that they were somebody.
Yeah.
And the podium is nice, and also like, if you think 4 months before I was in a hospital bed in Valenciennes, I still remember. And then you are on the top of European Championship podium, having Sagan and Christoph before you, winning the jersey. It was very special.
Are you still heavily involved with the CPA?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
More the Italian.
More the Italian side.
More
of
the
things.
Italian side, yeah.
But what's your take on the call to slow riders down whilst everything else is making things faster, fitter, more aerodynamic? How do we? I mean, there's talk of like restricting the gears. What's your take on it right now? We're going to hit another season, but the season's already started now. But what's your take on the issue of speed now, mate?
I think the issue of speed, it's related to where we go. So it can be part of a conversation, but the conversation has to be very wide and understand that anyway, sport moves forwards, material moves forward. So what we do, we go like Japanese carrying, where everybody has the same bike, same helmet, same t-shirt, and then here we go on this way, so everybody on the same level. Or we just do like every other sport do. Times move in the future, and people invest tons of money to make safe bikes, but also fast helmet. But the helmet has to be safe as well. So they spend tons of money also to make a fast but safe helmet. We change from rim brakes to disc brake, and they say they are safer. But then of course the speed of the peloton changed most because more and more people can go faster. If before in a corner you have 20 people get into that corner, now you have 40, 50, 60. We need to, like Formula One of motorsport, change the circuit according to the speed the cars and the motorbike can go. We need to do the same. It's more difficult because, of course,
it's just
we are on public road. Public road that are built for us. But we need to understand that sometimes what we've done for the last 95 years is not possible to do it anymore now. So I think this is more the path to take more than gear restriction. People start to go in the truck, learn how to spin your leg at 140 RPM, no problem, and you go the same speed.
You'd still be, I mean, even the restriction, it'd only be like 53.11 or something. It's still,
you cannot go lower. It's still fast enough.
It's still enormously fast. And also, the racing is opening up earlier. You know, the brakes are going earlier, the brakes are succeeding. The final is now happening, 100 Ks to go, 120 Ks to go, more and more. So basically, the concentration levels, I mean, there's no like riding along for 2 hours, steady, safe. It's just, there's more opportunity for crashes to happen as well, because the racing is just so active for so long.
One thing we need to understand, cycling without crashing is not possible. But at the same time, we need to go in a direction where we are all aware, riders, organizers, and UCI, and any part involved to make it a better environment, from changing rider behavior, changing race parcours, changing rules. So everybody has to do his own part into this process.
The riders are calling for change, understandably, because there are things that organisers can do, course design, making finishes safer, etc., thinking about the routes, moving race finishes a little bit further out of suburban areas or the road furniture. But you are quite vocal and have been, and I understand you continue to be vocal about that the riders have to be responsible as well within a peloton. And there are some things that, like you just said, that whether we like it or not, cycling can be and is, unfortunately, a dangerous sport. That is part of the thrill of cycling, part of the joy of descending and riding fast sprinting. That's the way we get the adrenaline rush. But when we move into the mountains, etc., we've had some awful incidents over the last few years, and we know which ones they are. But what can be done about that? It's a really difficult subject, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, any mountain stage, for example. You go up, it's easy, you go down, it can be dangerous. So I think race organizer responsibility finish when the tarmac is fine,
the downhill is safe in the way that can be safe. Like when the tarmac is nice, then most of the downhill can be safe, you know, because we are, as we say, we race on open roads.
Yep.
So, for example, you go in the French Alps or the Italian Alps, you know the downhill is going to be dangerous because most of the time you don't even have a guardrail to protect you if you smash over it, for example.
Yeah.
So then it comes in our own responsibility. If it's wet, we don't have to risk our life to gain maybe 10 seconds. And if you want to do it, then you know that something bad can happen.
Yeah.
So one thing I would really like to see is having like the same safe protocols we see in motorsport.
Okay.
Like if a tire is not safe, there is like a standardization to have something because we go fast at the end. You have a flat tire and your tire bump out,
Yeah.
or you have a tire which is super fast but it doesn't have a grip in the rain,
Yeah.
or you have a brake that failed for some reason. So at the moment we just rely on manufacturer testing.
Yeah.
The speed is so high. I would like to see an independent testing to say, okay, this stuff is safe. We sell it, we race with it, that's it.
Because there is a standard for the frames and the standard for the helmets, but not
Yeah.
for any of the other equipment.
And the other
Is there?
equipment
Yeah.
is just a standard there, but also we lay in a place where we race and we use the material at a speed where anybody else can do it.
Yeah.
So that's something I never understand, why we need to have standard stuff
Right.
and not having like racing stuff.
Okay.
Which,
Yeah. So it's just specialist for racing
yeah,
speeds.
I don't think in Formula One there is the brakes of Opel Zafira.
No.
Or the same in a MotoGP. If you want to buy the best motorbike ever on the market, it doesn't have the same brakes anyway.
Yeah.
Because the speed and the stuff this guy can do is not something a regular guy can do. Otherwise, he would be there with them.
Yeah.
Well, tell you what, Matteo, this is really nice. I know you've had too much caffeine already, but I'm having another one. But this is lovely. We haven't even ridden our bikes yet, have we?
And you feel you need, or you feel like, to be honest, sitting here, it's not too bad, no?
This is actually quite nice in normal clothing, like normal civilian people.
Yeah.
Looking out at the kind of rather dull weather conditions, but this is just a nice vibe, isn't it?
Yeah,
Do this more often.
Yeah, that can be an idea. The perfect would be like looking over there and see some cyclists all applying like rainy clothing, shaking for the cold,
Yeah.
and we are here.
And we're
You're
just here.
sipping your coffee.
Sip my coffee. Here's to sitting in a cafe like normal people.
Cool.
All right. Tell you what, it's still looking really grim, isn't it?
Yeah.
Shall we just ride tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
fair
I have a
enough, mate.
present for you. Potato too from the kitchen.
Thanks. If you like soggy cycling content like this, here's an idea. Hit the like and subscribe button. And by the way, if you're in the comments saying, I'd ride in the rain, unless you've won 3 Merseyside Div Champs and a European champion, you can stick a sock in it. Love you, really. Well, Matteo, not a bad day after all.
Yeah.
Wet roads, whoa!
Oh, watch out.
Okay.
Nice way to start the ride.
Nice way to start the way, just get the adrenaline going.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's actually a pretty nice day. I can even see the sunshine. Where are you taking me?
So today we do like a kind of a rest day loop.
Okay,
You can call it like
rest
this.
day loop.
Something I like to do. So we ride the coast until almost to Nice, and then we climb like a small mountain next to Nice with where an old military fort from the war is there.
Nice.
Montboron. And from there we gently climb to La Turbie, where we were yesterday.
Yeah, perfect.
And the lap is done. It's around an hour 10 minutes.
Sounds good.
We do maybe 58, yeah, it's okay.
Just a reminder to everybody watching this cafe ride with Matteo. Technically, we did the cafe ride yesterday
Yeah.
with no riding. This isn't technically a cafe ride. Matteo has kindly allowed me on his 1 hour loop, and then he continues on to do some efforts
I actually understood you came with me to do the effort. You say like that yesterday on off mic that you come to train.
Well, tell you what, let's see. Let's just take it day by day.
Okay, minute by minute.
Minute by minute. This is nice, out of the traffic. And apparently, according to Matteo, this is a route you don't use very often, is it? It's quite unique.
No, because at the end, we normally ride until the downhill going down to Nice. And then you turn actually right to Montbron from, call it the main road.
Yeah.
This is most like a road used by people living here.
Sure.
And then you come back into the main road. But for the cafe ride, which is not cafe, but
Yes.
for the training ride,
Yes.
today I think is a nice pick. So,
That's lovely. Excuse the hard breathing.
hey, flat part now. Recover.
Tempo, recovery. That's better.
Look,
Bonjour.
people doing exercise.
You look like Francesco Moser.
I know. Francisco would be running properly
Of course, yeah.
and actually shouting to us because we're using his own road.
Yes. Yeah, he owns this bit of land.
Yeah, probably.
He's got they call it Francesco Mosero.
And if it's not from him, it will be from him the moment he passed by.
Yes. Oh, this is nice. Into the woods. Trentin, looking focused. A good season so far for the Italian former European champion, of course. Eyeing the stage win into the first hairpin. Look at the composure on his face. Calm as you like. Always thinking, always focused. Drawing on those years of experience.
Like this.
I've got such a sweat on, mate. I really have. It's absolutely pouring off me. What's your favourite race, mate?
So,
Favourite race? Favourite single day race and then your favourite stage race?
if we talk about the race I like the most,
Yeah.
that's without doubt the Strade Bianche.
Okay.
But thanks RCS, it's becoming too hard for me. So
It's just getting hillier and hillier, isn't
yeah,
it?
I mean, beginning of my career it was still feasible, and then from when they decided to put San Martino in Grania, and especially now they put a double loop
Yeah.
around Tolfe. Yeah, need to be actually feet on the ground
Yeah.
is way too hard.
Yeah.
But for me, it's actually the nicest and most beautiful race ever.
It is. I'm heading out there this year to commentate for the Italians. It's. I love it. Siena's beautiful as well, isn't it? I'm strategically talking at the moment. Just picking my moment. If you're on a breakaway, mate, if I was your DS at Tudor, we're doing Amstel or something, we're in the final 5 of you, rather than attack them, hit them with some great jokes.
Yeah.
On the steepest part of the climb, get a couple of good one-liners in, then boff, and their legs go to jelly.
That's true.
Yeah.
They get distracted to laugh,
Exactly.
and then you go.
And then you just can't get your breath. You know, you can't flush out the lactic. You know.
If I'm there with that guys, then I would try.
Yeah.
If I get dropped, I just tell you it doesn't work, mate.
Or just don't make yourself laugh,
It
and they're like, well, that's not very funny.
backfire me then.
It backfired. Oh no, Trentin's been dropped. Seems like a bad one-liner. He's out of the back.
That was a bad joke.
Cancellara in the car, hangs his head in despair. Stevens and Trentin in the front group. The others are starting to struggle. Two very different styles on the bike. Trentin, high torque, low cadence. Stevens spinning a smaller gear. Two titans of the sport,
Yeah,
head to head,
Different
on the final stage of Paris-Nice.
style. That's a real dream, actually.
Okay. Imagine.
Can I have the record of this?
Yes,
just to
you
listen
can.
for motivation.
Ciao.
Oh! Valerio Conti going down.
Valerio Conti.
Yeah, it was Conti.
Ah, former. Oh, merci. C'est gentil.
Yeah, you see, guys, he's so famous. He have his own cheerleaders
Yeah.
in a car.
Again, it cost me another €50 to book those. So,
For that.
they change cars up about 2Ks and do it again.
Yeah.
Valero Conti, one where the Malio Rosa in the Giro for about 8 days. A few years ago.
Yeah. More than a week.
Yeah, stage winner in the Vuelta. Some spare pet food day, guys.
Yeah.
So it's falling up the back.
Some people are just not.
I know. Why would you chuck a load of cat food out? It's probably worth
Maybe
about.
it was the cat. He didn't like it.
Maybe it was like, yeah,
Maybe they give it to the cat and they say, meow,
Yeah.
and throw it out.
I got a full one.
Human throw it out the window. Hey, yesterday I got a question with my kids.
Oh yeah, what?
So, the question is, does animals, and actually we were talking about cats,
Okay.
has the same problem as human? So you know, you are from Great Britain, you speak English, I'm from Italy, I speak Italian. Does actually a French cat understand the Chinese cat? Or they speak different languages?
Oh, so basically, do international cats all over the world think in cat language, but in Chinese or French or whatever?
Yeah.
Or is it just, is there a global cat
Or is it
language?
proper cat language? That's a nice question.
I tell you what,
Like, I don't know,
let me
maybe
have a think.
Scottish cats say meow, and English cats say meow.
An Italian cat say,
Say,
it makes me
meow.
meow.
As you are like a wise man and almost scientist.
Almost a scientist, yeah, I am kind of.
Does penguins have knees?
Do penguins have knees?
Because they walk like this. So does it that they have knees or not?
Because trying to think the last time
He's really thinking about
I
it.
looked at a penguin really closely. So I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of penguins. It's probably one of my top 10, aquatic birds. Do you know what? I don't think they've got knees.
Yeah.
I think it's just a straight little thing. But I think it's they've got telescopic legs.
So some
They just go down and up.
I say in English birdology.
Ornithologist.
Ornithologist
Yes.
is listening to this. Please, in a comment,
Well,
share your knowledge.
do
us.
penguins have knees?
Yeah.
Or do they have telescopic legs? Because I think
Telescopic legs.
they just go up and down.
Like Inspector Gadget.
Yeah, exactly. Helicopters.
Yeah, helicopters. Helicopters make. They go up, go around like the television helicopters.
Yeah.
Do they have horns?
Do helicopters have
you want
horns?
a baby? Do they have one actually?
I've never heard a helicopter with a horn or an indicator. They go click, click, click,
Yeah,
or hazard
something like
lights. No, I don't think so. But this is the thing is, if this is the sort of content you like, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button for more content like this.
Ask for a episode about dumb questions.
Yes.
The dumb question episode.
I think they were life-changing, to be honest. What'd you have for breakfast, mate? Seriously, on a 4-hour ride.
So this morning I got porridge, scrambled eggs, a couple of biscuits.
Nice.
The nutrition is super important.
Oh, totally, yeah.
And it's not only
More than ever, mate, isn't it? Yeah.
I mean, it's not only in the races that you really need to take care, but as well in training. And I mean, in the past you go out, you take a banana, like a couple of, like milk bread, filled with jam or whatever you have at home, and then you stop in the bar twice. You get your once a slice of cake, once something salty, and home you go. But now actually even the intensity of training is so changed and increased on a level where
you need to eat.
Yeah.
It's crazy the difference you can actually have on yourself when you do a proper nutrition during training, instead of doing like, I go out with one banana and see you later in the bar.
You're actually diminishing the quality of your training as well because you can't push as hard.
Yeah, that's it.
It's very old school, but it is amazing the way it's changed, mate.
Especially after like 2-3 hours, when you go into like the longer endurance ride, you can really feel you cannot push anymore. We used to ride 6 hour, 180k, and that was ready to race.
Sure.
And now you come home, 6 hours, 205, 210.
So you're just doing like 3 or 4 kilometers an hour quicker, aren't you? Yeah.
I think in our training camp now, we never ride a 6 hour ride slower than 31 kilometer an hour average. And climbing we're there. It's not like they were not climbing.
Sure. Oh, mate, that was absolutely
Brilliant.
I kind of held on. I've never sweated so much in my life. Although that was an outdoor ride, it was like I was on the indoor trainer. So, mate, thank you so much.
Thanks to you.
It's been an absolute privilege, and the first ever 2-day cafe ride.
Yeah.
But again, a lesson for the viewers as well. Just be patient. If you
Sometimes.
don't want to ride in the rain, just wait.
Just wait tomorrow. And if
till it's
tomorrow is
dry.
raining, day after tomorrow. And if you live in England, sorry, you're gonna ride the third day.
I'm going to go and have a lie down now and a shower, but you've got another 3 hours with some big efforts.
Yes.
And can you send me your training files as well so I can have a look at them? I'll give you some feedback.
You want to put it on your own Strava?
I'll probably, if you don't mind.
No, I don't.
Is that okay?
Yeah,
we'll just keep that to ourselves there.
Yeah.
Well, off you go, mate. All right.
I go.
Thank
you for the company.
Keep fueled. And
Of course.
I'll see you soon.
See you soon.
Take care, mate.
Ciao, guys.
So this is the first cafe ride that we've not really gone too easy. So if I blow my tits, we'll know why. I'm sweating like I'm on the home trainer.
We haven't even ridden our bikes yet.
No. I'll get some B-roll for a bit.
Cool, yes, thank you. Just dive back the comments. We go to a commercial break.